It's summertime in Alaska, and we're finally home from our Great Milepost Road Trip adventure. Today on Living Free Alaska, we're easing back into Homestead Life, recapping our 5th annual RVing to Alaska Rendezvous, soaring over the Alaska Range on a breathtaking flight tour, and kicking off a huge backyard makeover we've been dreaming about for years. Stick around, this one you won't want to miss. Welcome back to another episode of Living Free Alaska. And I'm pleased to report this episode is in real time. Today is Friday, August 22nd. And like a lot of our travel video series, near the end, we kind of stop recording or vlogging, talking to the camera, and we just try to get home. And that's kind of where we left off when we were traveling home on our Great Milepost trip. From our last point when we left you at the southern end of the Glacier, we took about 1 week and we were home. We got home on June 10th, and from there it was busy time. We needed to prepare for our upcoming rally. I needed to actually prepare to edit the milepost and all the road logging that we did. And summer in Alaska, you just get busy between trying to get out and do things in the yard. It doesn't leave much room for anything else. And as I have found this year with an actual real-time job, as you can tell, I'm having trouble keeping up with the vlog. So I do want to apologize for those being patient and waiting on us to be able to try to find the right time to put everything together. You know, putting these videos together usually takes me about 2 full days sitting at my desk. The first full day is just putting all the video together, and then the second day is doing all the narration. And that is a time killer, especially when you don't have enough hours in the day. So again, thank you. From here on out, as we enter fall season, and I'm finally kind of getting a process with the milepost, I hope to be able to stick to a more regular schedule. So again, thank you to all of those who have been so patient. So what have we been up to this summer? We've been up to a lot. Like I said, we've been super busy. Gary has been super busy in the yard, and I am gonna throw back to the beginning of the summer and how that all started to unfold.
Just for context, it's 12:11 in the morning. 12:11 a.m. Like midnight. Yep, this is Alaska in June.
It's kind of funny, but I say that's what you got to do when you're fighting against Alaska and how much it grows so quickly. You got to cut stuff back. That's what you end up with in a 100-yard section. 100-foot section, not even 100-foot section.
Camouflage defender.
Yep, camouflage defender. There you go. All right, I got to finish up. Be a new yard tool we have. Could come in handy for some big jobs. I think we're gonna have fun with that one.
Here it comes.
I may have bought a bigger shovel. It might help things around the property just a little bit. It's a big one.
Nice big driveway kind of took all the fun out of this delivery. Usually it's an adventure.
I don't know. Now you see why we need to bring the Jeep. Kind of out of the subcompact realm, we're more on compact tractor, but definitely a much bigger shovel than the hand shovel I had.
As you can see with that tractor, we can do a lot with it, and I'm excited to show you what we have done with it. But next up in our summer, we had our 5th annual RVing to Alaska rally, and it was a great one. We were up in Denali State Park at a private lodge, and I'll just send the footage over there so you can see what we did. Believe it or not, we have only been home for 2 weeks, and now it is time to load up both of the RVs and head north to our 2025 RVing to Alaska Rendezvous Rally. Gary's parents flew in over the weekend. They're going to be joining us for the next 3 weeks, and this is our first big adventure while we are here. So it is summer. It's June 30th today, and it feels great to be home. And now we're headed out. So it's a crazy thing called life, and we're gonna bring it all to you here, right here on Living Free Alaska. We have arrived at our rally location, and Mount McKinley, formerly Denali, just the tip right there is out. So cool. The next day, a dedicated crew of rally volunteers arrived early to help us raise the big party tents and prepare for the 135 guests expected at this year's 5th annual RVing to Alaska Rendezvous. Their hard work laid the foundation for an unforgettable week. This summer, 70 RVs lined the private airstrip of the historic Chalitna River Lodge in Denali State Park, our largest gathering yet. Surrounded by sweeping mountain views and the towering presence of the Great One, we filled our days with laughter, learning, and lifelong memories. We kicked things off with a catered barbecue from our favorite Matsu Valley food truck, Patriot Barbecue, and capped the first night with the rising local country rock talent, the Jerry Westling Band, who had us dancing under the midnight sun. From daily happy hours and campfire nights to seminars, sponsor giveaways, and built-in free time for exploring or joining excursions, every moment of the rally felt like a celebration of the road that brought us together. In camp, there were community potlucks, game nights, a paint class, and even the RV2AK RV Home Show. Plenty of ways to connect, learn, and laugh.
RV2AK!
What made this year especially memorable were the unique guests who joined us at camp. A wildlife guide who helped us understand how Alaska's ecosystems tick. A world cyclist we first met in the Yukon, who after 15 years on the road happened to be passing by during our rally. And Iditarod musher Joshua Robbins, who stepped in last minute when our main speaker had an emergency. He shared his story of his nonprofit, Outreach 22, which helps veterans transition back to civilian life through the love of dog mushing. But what makes this rally truly special isn't just the scenery, it's the people. Strangers arrive, but friends and family leave. A community of adventurers united by the love of Alaska, the open road, and the freedom of RV travel. And as we wrapped up another unforgettable year, one thing was clear. This rally is more than an event, it's a tradition we'll keep carrying north.
RV to AK 25!
We're enjoying meals around the campfire, we're enjoying music, we're enjoying fellowship, board games. What a blast, and thanks so much for having us, and we look forward to coming back again.
We have enjoyed this very much. I know I have.
As well, we followed the group for 2 years, so we were very excited to be able to join in the rally, and it did not disappoint.
And I think the best part of being here is just meeting lots of other people that are like-minded. It's been a lot of fun. Yes,
The musher was incredibly informative, and I really enjoyed his talk. And he stayed here till like midnight or longer to answer questions, and he's a long ways away. So we're actually going to go see him on Thursday.
I'm going to add that we came up, first trip to Alaska. It's been on my bucket list, and I'm very happy that we did this. We had a lot of fun. We met a lot of nice people, and like you've been telling us all weekend that you kind of make family. It really is nice. And as far as the rendezvous we've been to, your food's the best here.
Absolutely. In addition, we won prizes.
Well, we have to
win.
We have to thank our sponsors for those prizes.
Thank you, sponsors,
Absolutely.
for the
Thank
prizes. We appreciate it.
And thank you and Gary for all your hard work.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Thank you. While we were at our rally, we had a free day, and we used that day to its full potential. And Gary and I and his parents, we drove down to Talkeetna for the day. We had lunch, and we did a tour with Talkeetna Air Taxi. And this tour, we jumped on a plane and we went up into Denali National Park and landed on a glacier. So let's take you there now.
My name is Daniel. This is my airplane for today. It's a de Havilland Otter. It's a 900 horsepower Garrett turbine engine. This thing is awesome. You want to take 10 people and go land in the snow?
Yep. Yes.
No better airplane in the whole world.
Talkeetna Airport information, Charlie, time 1753 Zulu, wind 210 at 4, visibility 10, ceiling 5,000 overcast, temperature 142.8, altimeter 3002, favorably 19er, right traffic. Honor 765, left on next meter, thank you. You're ready, forward again, go ahead.
Southside with 11, 2 and 2.
Right side of the nose, this is the Granite Glacier. So this is the big glacier out in front of us is the Kahiltna. Just coming into view in front of the left wing is the bend of the Kahiltna. It turns, goes about 15 more miles to the left. And then that's Mount Foraker over there. So Denali is farther to the right. Mount Foraker is the big peak that's coming into view on the right side of the nose. Yeah, looking on the right side, you're looking up the Kahiltna Glacier. On the left side, you're looking down towards the Big Bend. The snow is starting to get thin, so you can start to see the dark stripes of rock coming down the sides of the glacier. Those are medial moraines. Turn right back around and go land at Pika, and then like I said, we will do more scenic flying. I'll pick the wing up, look over at Little Switzerland. There's some great ice falls there. Nice ice falls happen whenever the glacier goes over a cliff or around a corner. This glacier is named, this tributary that we're going to land on is named Pika, like P-I-K-A, like the little furry animals. Supposedly an early climbing expedition had a pika run through their camp, which seems pretty amazing to me because I haven't seen anything green up here close. Maybe just down there at the corner right by the edge of the Kahiltna Glacier is the nearest plant. Welcome to the Pika Glacier.
Oh, whichever way works best for you. A tuck and roll. Yeah. Wow. And watch that first step on the snow. There you go.
We've walked on glaciers before down in the lowlands, but to do this high on top of the Alaskan range, there's truly nothing else like it. I'm in absolute awe. It's wild to think this incredible experience is only 100 miles from our home, yet it's taken us all these years to finally do it. Feeling beyond blessed today. I have to say, Talkeetna Air Taxi has been absolutely first class all the way, and I am extra excited that my little experiment worked. I tucked my microphone inside my headset and was able to capture the pilot's full commentary. I hope you're enjoying it. Well, welcome to the Pika Glacier.
I was going to look at the elevation, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. But we're up here in a little ways in the Alaska Range.
Pretty amazing.
It is. Awesome.
We're not on Denali, but we are on what is called Little Switzerland. Mm-hmm. And pretty spectacular. Yeah. Unfortunately, the smoke and clouds have moved in, so we had to do an alternate landing.
You can see the smoky haze. The haze is clouds and smoke from the fires up north.
It's not horrible. Let me just say that.
Oh, it's still dang worth it.
Right, right.
Yeah. It's awesome.
There are several flight operators offering this type of tour out of both Talkeetna and Fairbanks, and no matter which one you choose, you're guaranteed an adventure of a lifetime. This is an experience I know I will never forget. Oh!
What'd you do?
Those are animal tracks.
Those are birds. That's a bird. Yep.
Do.
Yeah, birds up here.
Looks like someone's ski tracks.
No, I think that's their path to get up into that valley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not skis.
I guess you're right.
Yep. Their camp is right there. You can see the pole. Well, that's little.
Oh, yeah.
I was up just a little higher and you can see there's a bunch of people right there.
Are they there?
Yeah.
And before we knew it, we got the call from our pilot Daniel to head back to the plane as our time on the glacier was over. And within a few minutes, we took to the skies again to see the magic and beauty that the Alaskan range beholds, that very few ever get to experience.
All right, well, we got the glacier landing in. I think the sunshine out here and the scenery around was really opportune. So from here, I'm kind of free to just pick out the best scenery. We're going to generally head up the Kahiltna Glacier towards Denali and see what we can see. But I'm going to kind of zigzag and wander around. You'll see me picking wings up a lot just to get them up out of the way so you can see things on either side. Back behind us, Little Switzerland, was all that light-colored granite. Out in front of us, we're getting into that dark-colored sedimentary rock. We're on our right side. This glacier is called Second Shot. We're gonna go across Second Shot and then maybe back over to the Kahiltna on the left. Mount Foraker, 17,400 feet tall. Denali Mount McKinley. It's the highest point on the continent. It is 20,310 feet above sea level. Right here where the left wing is pointed, that is Avalanche Spire. On the right side, we're going to be looking down the Canacoola Glacier. I just wanted to see how much room it looks like there is under the clouds. Oh, that looks like it'd be easy if we wanted to go that way. I think we're going to go over down the Tokasitna or the Ruth.
765 is one shot, 8,000, one bridge, 100.
See the hanging glacier that's kind of up at the saddle, so that's probably 13,000 feet or so. Where the right wing is pointed, Denali's up that direction. There's a little bit of blue sky out there, but I don't know that it's going to be, you know, a worthwhile or effective climb. We're going to go over here a little bit closer to Mount Crossan and see how it looks. The best scenery that we can find here underneath. So right on the right, that's Mount Crossan. Front of the nose on the right, this is Mount Foraker, 17,400 feet tall. Oh, there we can see across.
Right side down,
We can see across North Hunter Pass, so we're going to go that way. We come past this ridge, you'll be looking down the Tokasitna Glacier to the right. Across the ridge, it's just ahead of us on the left. We'll be into the west fork of the Ruth Glacier. Just on the left side, this is the south buttress of Denali. Looks to me like the clouds are on top of the mountain. You know, at about 15,000 feet. There's about 6 more thousand feet of mountain. This is the south buttress.
Well, the mountain was doing her usual thing in summer and hiding in the heavens, so getting to see her top wasn't in the cards for us today. But we understand. That's why they call it 30% Club.
Right side of the nose of the Ruth Amphitheater. Then it flows down through the Great Gorge. And this is the other place we could have landed. There's 2 airplanes over there by the ridge on the right side. There's 1 airplane over by the gargoyle. Felt good about the scenery we had at Pica today. Thought that worked out well. Little peak right here on the right side is Mount Burrell. Ed Burrell came up the Ruth Glacier with Frederick Cook in 1906. They took pictures right underneath us. Big peak on the right side is Mount Dickey. William Dickey was the prospector. He named Denali Mount McKinley back in 1897. And the ice at the top end of the gorge is some of the deepest and fastest moving in the national park. Move 3 feet a day. They measured the depth in the 1980s with dynamite and seismic equipment, 3,800 feet deep. Thought that was pretty cool. Blow stuff up, measure the shock waves, and then calculate the depth of the ice. All these peaks along the right side were named by Frederick Cook on that 1906 expedition. On the right side, you'll be looking at the Ruth Icefall. And then, so the dark stripes of rock in the middle of the glacier, those are medial moraines. On either side of the valley, there's rock that sticks up above the ice. That's a lateral moraine.
We would just like to thank Talkeetna Air Taxi once again for inviting us aboard for such a memorable day above the Alaskan Range. We didn't get to see the Great One, so we will definitely need to come back and try again another day.
With the parents flying back home south, we had catch-up time to do, and the tractor was delivered, and now Gary is deep into landscaping projects. Let's check in with him.
I've always wanted to get rid of those trees. Those are alder. Basically an invasive species. They grow well over a foot a year. It's crazy how fast they are growing. But just by cutting the trees off the stump isn't going to do it. Still waiting for an implement for our new tractor that hasn't come in yet. That would be the backhoe. When I get the backhoe attachment, I'll dig those stumps out, and then they won't grow there again. Just part of being a property owner out here. There's something up there that's kind of nice. Gravel on that whole section up there. Finished that up this morning. A couple days project. Now onto this, and then get this all cleaned up here. We're going to prep this for topsoil and sod right here. Or hydro seed, I'm not sure yet. Sod or hydro seed. In this area right here. That'll be really nice on the outside of our bedroom and right off the deck over there, or right off the deck patio. Nice and clean. Grass is always like cooler feeling and soft and comfortable, so hopefully it grows better in our backyard. And I'm sure we'll enjoy it.
Well, welcome back to house life. We finally come off the road. We've got our rally done and over with. And now we just are dealing with summer before winter comes. I hate to say it, it's not even August yet, but winter is definitely coming. I know it's been a while since you've seen our faces. We've just had a lot going on. Finding time to just pick up this camera and say hello has been difficult, but no, it's on the back of my mind whenever I can to just sit back and hit that camera record button, like right now. Today's another difficult day. Today is July 23rd, 2025. And today is the 1-year anniversary of learning that my mom was sick. 1 year ago today, I was actually at my rally, and it was a free day. Most people were out of camp, and I had some downtime, and I called my mom to see how she was doing, and I know she had gone to the doctors and she was waiting on results. And when I called her that morning and I said, "How you doing?" She's like, "Oh, good." I'm like, "Mom, did you get your results back yet?" And that's when she said, "We'll talk about it when you get home." Those weren't the right words because I'm not dumb, and I knew that meant something bad. So I pressed her on it. And 1 year ago today, she told me she had cancer. Did she know she was going to die in 6 weeks? I don't think so. I think she thought she had more time. At least that's what she portrayed to me, but maybe she knew. I don't know. But 1 year ago today is the day that she made the decision she was going to move here to Alaska and put everything in motion to have her come and spend out the rest of her days with us. And if you've watched our story and watched our videos from last year, you know that's not what happened. So today, Newman and I we're taking it day by day. So I've been in the office most of the day working, and I went downstairs to check on Gary and saw he was cutting trees, and I sat there for about 10 minutes. I was like, I should pull out the camera. I should film this. Our LFA family is wondering what we're doing. And this is what we're doing. We're living. We're surviving. We're trying to make our little slice of heaven a little more heavenly. So that's our project today. We're trying to clean up our side yard to make it our little oasis. And also
a beautified fenced area for Newman, where he can have access from both our back doors off of our bedroom and our living room. So he can go outside and do his business, and I don't have to worry about him. You know, with all the other two dogs, we never had to worry them running off, but Newman is a runner. So we have to make sure he stays contained. So we're doing this backyard project for Newman, and I think he's gonna like it. Anyways, that's what we're up to. And we'll check back in with Gary here in a little bit as he continues on with this project. As the summer wears on, so does Gary, but not with a hammer in hand. Nope, this year he's traded his tools for horsepower, cruising around on his brand new tractor like a kid with the ultimate summer toy. His mission? Spreading out load after load of fresh topsoil to lay the foundation for our backyard dream. And let me tell you, it's starting to look less like a construction zone and more like the kind of space we've been imagining for years. Smooth ground where we'll plant grass, spots carved out for cozy fire pit nights, maybe even a garden or two. We'll have to wait and see on that one. With every pass of the tractor, you can actually see it all coming together, and Gary couldn't be happier behind that wheel. I think he's secretly having more fun than he'll ever admit. And it's not just us who are excited about the progress. Newman and Sofi are loving every minute of it too, supervising Gary's tractor skills, running around the newly leveled ground, and clearly thinking this whole project was made just for them. I was just upstairs working and I went outside because the plane buzzed us really weirdly, but I looked over here at the chicken coop and it looks like there is a bird stuck in the netting. So we're going to attempt to go free him. Hi, little birdie. Oh, I'm going to help you. Will you let me help you? You poor thing. Oh, I'll help. Hold on. Did you get out? Did you get out? Yay! Aw. Looks like we need to tighten this. Hi, ladies. What are you doing? You all come to check me out? Well, something just bit me. That makes me feel better. You know, the netting has done a good job. We've never had a predator get into the coop in the 2.5 years. So it looks like that little birdie wasn't hurt. It's a good day. You want some of this? Come on. Yes. How you doing, girlfriend? Yeah? What you doing? What you got going on? Hi. Yeah, hi, baby. Hi, pretty girl. What you got going on under there? Anything? Nope, she's like, do not disturb. I'm trying to do my business. All right. All right. I'll let you back to do your thing.
Projects. Never-ending projects. In the middle of, or in between rainstorms even. It's even more fun. But this is the first fence post for the new fence we're going to make that goes out that way. And I have to do the fence post first before I do my retaining wall, because the footer has to be below the retaining wall. So it's all about trying to think ahead of time and kind of put together in sequence what needs to happen. And this post has to go in before I start the retaining wall. So does the other posts. So that's what I'm doing. Side yard over here, looking good. Not quite golf course level, but I don't care. It still looks pretty nice. Edging alongside the house for planter boxes. Then this edging right here, just to give us a nice border. It's coming along nice. Yeah. Time to dump this guy in there. Get some of my quick set concrete. Call it good. That's where it's gonna go. And that railing will tie right into this too. So, yeah.
We have been meaning to do this side yard forever. We've just never got around to it. And one day we were sitting on the back patio and we had an idea come to us and we're like, let's do this. So Gary, as amazing as he is, he has taken charge on this, because I'll be honest, we had a contractor come out and we bid the job, and the job was basically didn't even have anything to do with this. We wanted to reseed our backyard because it didn't do very well this year, but it's turning out a lot of people have had problems with their yard this year. And it has to do with the fact that we had a very mild winter, but cold winter, and the grass is basically freezer burnt. So it's having trouble getting green. We've kind of given up on this part for this year, but we wanted to do a new fire pit. So crazy pricing. We called in this contractor, and just to redo our yard, to put in a gravel path just like this, and this fire pit, he wanted $30,000. What? $30,000. So Gary and I crunched numbers and came up with a plan to do it ourselves. And I think for about 10 grand or so, we can accomplish not only that, but so much more. So we came up with this plan to make a side yard that will be fenced in solely for the dogs. And, well,
beautification for us too, because that's always been a very muddy area that tracks in mud and dirt in the winter, in spring and fall. So we have put a call in for hydroseed. That should come next week. We've been busy prepping. I shouldn't say we. Gary has been busy prepping, bringing in topsoil and leveling and preparing. And now we're working on the fencing part of the job. So with that, he also built me these beautiful flower beds on each side. So super happy with that. And we are also going to brick the fire pit area.
I didn't want to carry concrete all the way back here.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to either. So as you can see, we've been super duper busy. Be sure to join us next time when we take you on a backyard adventure to the Little Sioux with our friends. Have a historical presidential visit to Alaska that flies right over our house. Gary continues on our backyard makeover, and we hit up a local greenhouse for something special to remember my mom by. So hit that notification button so you're notified when we post again. Thanks for watching, and remember to live for today, because tomorrow is never promised. Live free, my friends. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever we post again. And lastly, we hope that you will join us here next time on Living Free Alaska.